Hey, what's up, everybody? Patrick A. Punk Torah. I just got off tour, which was really awesome. Mad shout outs to J-Dub Records, to all the cats at Shim Speed, Birthright Israel, Present Tense, Martin Atkins from Revolution 3 and Tour Smart. God, who else? Why Love, Describe. I'm gonna forget so many people. Stereo Sinai, Matthew Roth. The Lexington Arrows in Baltimore, the Sidebar, Bell House, so many cool places. Adath Jeshurun Synagogue was totally cool. Had a great time talking to those people. Yeah, it was just incredible. The whole city of Louisville is gorgeous, by the way. I think that Punk Torah needs to have a Louisville headquarters because that would just be really, really cool. Alright, so, enough BS. Let's do the Parsha. Parsha Ki Tavo is about growing up, and it's also about Star Wars, strangely enough. And since it's about Star Wars, I want to show you my awesome Star Wars belt that I have. I've been accused, by the way, I've been accused of being a hipster. And I don't appreciate that, simply because I don't have the time, the money, or the patience to put up with that kind of stuff. And I have a Star Wars belt. How unhip is that? I mean, come on. Alright, so, Ki Tavo, growing up, also about Star Wars. Great. Moses continues his epic retelling of Hebrew history for the younger generation, about to enter the Promised Land. And in this Parsha, he highlights two things. First, the tithing of fruit. We have to give up part of our crop to the Levites, the stranger, and the widow. Now, fast forward a whole bunch, and the end of the Parsha, Moses says that you have seen all that the Lord did before your very eyes in the land of Egypt, to Pharaoh, to all his servants, to all his land, the great trials which your very eyes beheld, and the great signs and wonders. Yet, until this day, Lord has not given you the heart to know, the eyes to see, and the ears to hear. So, what does some fruit and the trials of the Hebrews have to do with anything? What could they possibly have in common? A great part of self-actualization is giving up. We have to give up certain dreams, ideas, fantasies, in order to have peace in our lives. Now, I kind of stole this from Rabbi Harold Kushner, so forgive me. I'll never get to be an astronaut, and a famous artist, and a senator, and a successful businessman, and a college professor, and the guy who invents new rides at Disney World. I've had to give up a certain number of those dreams in order to stay on one path that ultimately finishes some goals and will bring me to some happiness. In the same way, the Torah, metaphorically, invites us to give up a part of what we have so that we can become whole. In the metaphor of the fruit, we give up the sweetness of life, and the sweetness can be all the different things that you want to do in your life, all the different activities that you want to pursue, all the different careers, whatever. You give up a certain number of those things to those who need it. Instead of being a famous artist and an astronaut, you kind of give up those things and allow other people to pursue those things as their main goals. But like most things in Torah and in life, there are two sides to the coin. While we give up certain things for our own self-improvement, we have to then go through trials and tribulations, finding the light at the end of the tunnel in order to have the tools that we need to have a true adult life. When we go through this sort of formative time, and in the case of the Hebrews, it was 40 years, we emerge from our past ready to take on the future. These tools are what the Torah talks about when it says the heart to know, the eyes to see, and the ears to hear. It's like Luke Skywalker. He gave up his family, his home, his mentor, and even his hand to reconcile his past and reach his full potential. Giving up some pears suddenly doesn't seem like that big of a deal. So give up the things that will keep you off your path and go on your hero's journey. And when you return, you'll have everything that you need in order to be a complete person.